Talk of the Town, everyone. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. We have two very special guests for this program. We have Sharonica Gavin. She is the Senior Director of Business Development for Hospice Care of the Lowcountry. And we have the new volunteer coordinator, and her name is Samantha Savitski.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
I know that you had, Maggie was your volunteer coordinator,
Yes.
and she passed a couple of months ago, and you've been with the organization a long, long time.
Yes,
And so,
Maggie was actually with us for over a decade as our volunteer coordinator, and she served as our social worker prior to that. So, you know, she was a dear friend to a lot of our staff,
yes.
our patients, and just a true asset to our organization. So Samantha has some big shoes to fill. I will
Yes.
definitely say that.
But I like that then you came from within. You had another role with hospice care, so that was kind of nice that hired from within.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I had a chance to meet Maggie as well.
Yes.
So
Very
I know
good.
whose shoes I'm trying to fill.
So let's begin with, for the viewers again, what are the core values of hospice care of the Lowcountry, Sharonica?
So Hospice Care of the Lowcountry, in everything that we do, we always tie it back to our core values. We won't do it if it doesn't, stream back to them. So our first core value is, it's not about dying, it's about living. The second one is that we are connected and committed to our community. And the third one is that our pursuit of excellence never ends. And that's where our volunteer program kind of ties in. We do whatever we can to ensure that we are going above and beyond for our patients, and we do that by just having our amazing volunteers kind of serving our patients and our patient families day in and day out.
So Samantha, I understand you have about 120 volunteers
We do.
that you track and organize. So tell me
Yes.
what your role will be. What is your responsibility with the volunteers?
I help assign the volunteers to specific patients and families when the families have requested a volunteer. I help organize visits for the Hospice program, connect families, patients who might have pets in the home that you don't want to get rid of them.
Right. Yeah.
then
We
we-
actually have the Pet Peace of Mind. We're
Yes.
celebrating 11 years.
11
today.
years as part
Wow.
of that program.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
What are some of the most popular volunteer opportunities?
Oh gosh,
would you
which one
say?
do you think is the most
I think
popular?
it's the Hospice. I had the opportunity to go to one of those visits, and just seeing the folks light up when the dogs walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to agree. Our Hospice program is one of the more popular ones. We have individuals, volunteers who allow their pets to get proper training and go into assisted living facilities as well as the patient homes to provide that just companionship for those patients. And then every year those hospice they have this challenge where we have our hospice calendar, and these hospice families, they sell these calendars all for proceeds to provide to our patient care families. So it's great. Absolutely.
We did a
amazing.
Lowcountry Good with a hospice program, I think last fall, and you can just see the residents just light up when they can there's just something about an animal, a cat, a dog, or whatever, that can just give that unconditional love.
Yes.
Exactly.
That, the residents, really care about. That another person is just a little different.
It
than
is.
just
It
than
is.
someone else. So what are your goals? What, as you kind of take over for Maggie, what is your vision for the volunteer program in the future?
Well, I don't hope to change a whole lot of it because it is going well. She did create a great program, and the volunteers all adored her. But I do hope to expand it, have more volunteers, have more opportunities for our volunteers as well.
So if someone wants to be a volunteer, do you have to have any training? Do you have to go through your background screenings and all of that? But how does that process work?
So usually they reach out when they're ready or interested in volunteering, and we have an application, and then we do a new volunteer training.
Right.
And then they do have an annual training, just a refresher on things like confidentiality and safety, that kind of thing.
And each volunteer has their own kind of specific training mechanism. So if you're a patient and family advocate, you will go through specific
that
training.
training.
Yeah, hospice training, that's specific and everything. of that
So
nature.
why do you think someone would want to be a volunteer for hospice?
I think it's giving back to this community, right? Like it's fulfilling for that individual because I think it's threefold. It's providing something for yourself to give back.
Right.
You're also giving back to that patient and that family, and then you're also giving back to this community in which you live
Yes.
within.
Very good. Thank you so much for being with us and being a partner with us on WHHI-TV. You all do such amazing work. Say hi to James for us.
Will do, will do.
The hospice care of the Lowcountry of Sharonica and then Samantha, the new volunteer coordinator.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for being on the program.